My favorite drawings I did in 2021. Excuse me, sir. Those are pictures, because obviously they are beautiful. It's art.
Yarg, me mateys, welcome back to Easy Peasy. I'm Cougar, your pirate captain for the night.
And that bit got old really fast. Today we're going to be diving into the subreddit called r/damnthatsinteresting. I'm sorry, I'm still stuck in the pirate voice.
Yarg, let's get to it.
In the months before his sudden death, Grant Imahara built a fully animatronic Baby Yoda to cheer up sick kids. He spent 3 months of his personal time designing, programming, and 3D printing the project, and he had planned to tour children's hospitals with it. Why do the good ones die and we're stuck with Kim Kardashian? In Finland, you are given a top hat and sword when you get a PhD diploma. In America, you just get endless debt. Russia doesn't have Santa Claus. We have Father Frost. Much more badass.
Yes, it is. Fear my Father Frost.
What's something that seems obvious within your profession but the general public seems to misunderstand? That 35 that the scientific journals charge you to read a paper goes 100% to the publisher, 0% to the authors. If you just email us to ask for our papers, we're allowed to send them to you for free, and we will be genuinely delighted to do so. I know how I'm cheating on tests. I brought my car battery inside to charge it from negative 30 degrees Celsius, and the first showed me the acid level in each cell. Oh, cool. I know that said frost, but I messed up the word. Is it me or black tiled pools terrifying? Bro, straight up, it looks like you're gonna dive into a black hole and lose your soul. Fruit extinct 2,000 years ago is resurrected by scientists. The Judean date plum, a tree mentioned in the Bible and the Quran, has completely disappeared from the world thousands of years ago. But some seeds recovered by archaeologists have finally been brought back to life. Oh my god, it looks kinda gross, but I wanna try it. Don Rickles passed away before he was able to record any dialogue for Toy Story 4. Rather than replacing him, Disney reviewed 25 years of material from the first 3 films, video games, and other media. They were able to assemble enough dialogue to cover the entire film. Finally, Disney did something right. After a lifetime of having crappy teeth, I decided to do something about it 2 years ago. Here's the finished product. I'm finally all done. Ah, heck yeah, dude. Heck yeah, you're like Steve-O. You got a nice smile now. A stealth bomber in flight caught on Google Maps. I'm not reading that. Ah, cool. Looks like an alien spaceship. After the White House claimed for more than a year that Bob Woodward and Carl Bernstein were making up stories and creating fictional sources, here they are watching President Richard Nixon resign on television. Ah! Sucks to be you! I have messed up this one 5 times. 6 times a charm! Emma Schul saved all of her 6 kids from their burning home, running room to room, floor to floor, even though she was bleeding and losing skin, hair burnt like coal. She kept going. Emma got 93% burn injuries, yet still survived. Super mom indeed. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, I love moms. World's fattest man in 1890 was large enough to be considered a freak show in the circus. Oh, dude, that's just average day American. Alrighty there, bud. We got freak shows walking around. Robe and axe of Giovanni Battista Bugatti, who was the official executioner by the Papal States from 1796 to 1864. During his tenure, he executed 514 people. I don't like that. Looking at this robe makes me feel wrong, like I'm gonna get my head chopped off tonight. All the power lines at Lake Pontchartrain, Louisiana, USA simply and clearly show the curvature of the earth. Cool. Didn't need to see that, but now I have. Nikola Tesla's foot x-ray taken by himself on a machine he designed 1896. I feel like he definitely got foot cancer from this. He ain't no William Osmond. The internet scared him away. The Naga Cave in Thailand looks like a giant petrified snake. Nah, mate, that's your dragon. Telling you right now, it's a big old dragon. Doug Hedgedahl, a U.S. Navy officer, was held as a POW during the Vietnam War. His captors called him the incredibly stupid one because he appeared to be incapable of reading or writing. After being released, Hedgedahl provided critical information on 256 other POWs that he had memorized to the tune of Old MacDonald Had a Farm. Sucks to be you, doesn't it? This man won the war. Well, got his people released, whatever. Oldest surviving pair of Levi jeans, 1879, found in gold mine 136 years later. Let's just say the miner did not make it out of there. Women with her heart after a successful transplant. I mean, I wouldn't be holding that just seems like bad luck. In 1985, movie Clue was released theatrically with 3 completely different endings. Each screening would randomly show one. The home video release contained all 3 endings. Yeah, so everyone who's seen Clue knows this. These are survivors of 1972 of an infamous Andes plane crash. They resorted to cannibalism to survive 72 days in the snow. Yeah, dude, there's a movie about it. Watch it. It's a pretty good film if you like survival movies. During the Prohibition era, the wine industry released grape bricks, which was concentrated grape juice with a warning that literally had the directions to make wine. It read, after dissolving a brick in a gallon of water, do not place in a cupboard for 20 days because it will turn to wine. Vino son as grape brick. Wine to go. In 2021, it was selected for preservation in the United States National Recording Registry by the Library of Congress as being culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant. In 1988, the late Israel Kamo, I can't pronounce his name, called Sound Studio 3M and asked if he could come record because he had an idea. He was so polite the studio owner said yes, even though it was too late. 50 minutes later, he showed up, sang and played his ukulele and recorded Over the Rainbow in just one take. And let me say, best hit of all time. This mansion was built on top of this skyscraper.
I mean, yeah, that's cool, but I don't need to see your excessive wealth, man. I'm over here driving a 97 Honda, for Christ's sakes.
Did you know, several decades after the release of Jaws 1975, Lee Ferrero, who played Mrs. Kittner, walked into a seafood restaurant and noticed that the menu had an Alex Kittner sandwich. She commented that she had played his mother so many years ago. The owner of the restaurant ran out to meet her, and he was none other than Jeffrey Voorhees, who had played her son. They had not seen each other since the original movie shoot. Cool. It's pretty sweet. Roger Moore stopped playing James Bond after a View to a Kill primarily because of how much older he was than his female co-stars. As a man in his 50s, he felt that playing romantic roles opposite women in their 20s would seem creepy. He was quoted saying, "Well, the leading ladies were young enough to be my granddaughter, and it became disgusting." And here we have the other ones just sticking around forever. Planets versus the sun in context of why we can't build a Dyson sphere. Yeah, alright. I understand now. I don't actually understand. Free Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi password is the first digits of the answer. Yep, okay, I can totally solve that. What? Yeah, of course. For 4 years, Hugh Grant pretended to be his own talent agent. He communicated with people using a fake email account under the name James Howie Alley, and even disguised his voice on the phone with a Scottish accent. "I saved myself an absolute fortune," he said when speaking about this. Good for you, Hugh Grant. Good for you. Jofis Duracres and his self-portrait 1700. What? How is this man painting himself like this? I couldn't hold that pose while holding a paintbrush. A teenager who was dying of an incredible illness had the single wish of meeting Luke Skywalker. The disease had eroded his memory and devolved his cognitive functions to the point where he could not realize that Luke was fictional. Mark Hamill agreed to meet him in character and answered questions about Princess Leia and spaceships as Luke Skywalker. Again, Mark Hamill's underrated. Disney did him dirty, bro. Bill Gates once released a jar full of mosquitoes into the audience during a TED Talk on malaria, stating, "There's no reason only poor people should have the experience." Wow, dude. I mean, that's cool and all, but it's still kind of messed up. In 1955, Playboy founder Hugh Hefner published a short story about a dystopian future in which heterosexuals were oppressed by homosexuals. It caused a firestorm, but Hefner said if it was wrong to persecute heterosexuals in a homosexual society, then the reverse was wrong too. You know, Mr. Hefner, you were kind of gross, a little bit creepy, but that's kind of cool, I guess. The Great Erin Jar is pretty much a dragon bird. Yes, it is, and he's a cute little baby boy. Japan is still trying to figure out Christmas. No. They figured out, they nailed, and they perfected Christmas. Godzilla over here. West Area Wall. Alright, that's pretty cool. I just got a pine tree growing out of my house. 50% of Canadians live south of the red line. Okie dokie there, bud. A Korean news program actually films atop a building instead of using a green screen. I really like that. They commit to the bit. Also, why does it look so low budget except for on top of the building? A water-damaged copy of Alice in Wonderland which grew fungi. Again, it feels like this is dystopian level picture. I don't like it. The Romans substituted criminals into plays for punishment. So if a character died in the story of a play, a real criminal would die on stage. What level of criminal though? Like, guy who stole bread, is he gonna die? Or is it like the murderer who ate 6 babies? I'm just saying, maybe you should scale it appropriately. This woman never existed. AI generated image. I mean, it looks like a Karen, so we know AI is actually a Karen. Hey, we know now. Anyways, everyone, I exist. That's a promise. Or am I just AI? We'll never know. Anyways, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Check out the other videos here on Easy Peasy, or of course, MK or Dealy. Have a good day. Be good people. Thank the editor in the comments below. And remember, stay safe and stay healthy.